Hello everyone, welcome to Pharma Brains. In this video, we are going to learn first chapter of Advanced Organic Chemistry first. Okay, first chapter is basic aspect of organic chemistry. So the points to be covered in this topic are organic intermediates, in that carbocations, carboanions, free radicals, carbenes and nitrines, its method of formation, their stability and synthetic applications. Then second, types of reaction mechanism and its methods of determining. Then detailed knowledge regarding the reactions, mechanisms and their relative reactivity and orientations. Okay, now we will start with organic intermediates. In that we see that what is reaction intermediate. Okay, a reaction intermediate or simply intermediate is a short-lived, highly reactive species such as an atom, ion or molecule that is formed during a chemical reaction and then immediately reacts further to give the final product. See, when the chemical reaction happens, the reactant don't directly form the product. Okay, the reactant don't directly form the product. They first form a temporary unstable species called the reaction intermediate. Means this intermediate exists for very short time. Okay, very short time and quickly changes into the final product. Understand what is an reaction intermediate? The reactant don't directly form the product. They form the intermediate that is called as the reaction intermediate. Okay. Then we see the types of intermediate. There are mainly 5 types of intermediate. In that first one is the carbocation, second carboanions, third free radicals, fourth carbenes and fifth one is the nitrines. These intermediates decide how the reaction goes. Let's see them one by one. In that first main point is there, that is carbocation. See what is the carbocation. The carbocations also called as carbonium ion. Don't confuse in between carbocation and carbonium ion. Okay, the carbocation is also called as the carbonium ion. Then the definition of carbocation is what? The carbocation is an organic ion containing a positively charged carbon atom. I will explain again. Okay, it is an electron deficient species usually formed as a reaction intermediate during many organic reactions such as SN1 reaction also, E1 reaction also and even electrophilic addition reactions. Then see the general features of carbocation. The carbocation contains a positively charged carbon atom. It has only 6 electrons in the valency shell. Then it has electron deficient. Then it undergoes sp2 hybridization. Then it has a trigonal planar shape. Then it acts as a electrophile, that is electron-loving species. Then order of stability. The order of stability of the carbocation are the tertiary compound more stable than the secondary compound, then more stable than the primary compound. Okay, these are the general features. See, consider one example. Okay, the alkyl halide that converted into the carbocation. This is an alkyl halide and this is an carbocation. The halogen atom, that is iodine, is more electronegative atom than the carbon atom. Okay, so it carries both the electron itself. So the carbon has only 6 electrons remains in the outermost cell. Okay, understand? Why it is called as the carbocation? The positive charge remains on the compound after losing 2 electrons. So it is called as the carbocations. And then it has 6 electrons in the outermost cell. Then second feature is it contains the positive charge. Then also it has sp2 hybridization. Why it is sp2 hybridization? The hybridization is count on the how much the sigma bond is there. Okay. In this there is 3 sigma bond present in the carbon. So the hybridization become the sp2 hybridization. It lost the 2 electron na. So it is this species is called as the electrodeficiency species, and this is also called as the electrophile. Understand? So in short, the carbocation is contain the positively charged ions. First main feature is there, positively charged ions. Then second one is it undergo sp2 hybridization. Then it act as a electrophile because it is the electron-loving atom is there. Then it act as a electrodeficiency atom. Then more features is there. Then it has 6 electrons in the outermost cell. These are the main features that included in the carbocation. Okay, carbocation. Then next we see the methods of formation, that is preparation of carbocations. Okay, there are mainly 3 important methods that in which carbocations are generated. In that first method is the heterolysis of alkyl halide, second method protonation of alkenes, then third one is the protonation followed by dehydration of the alcohol. See one by one. In that first one is the heterolysis of alkyl halide. The reaction include tertiary butyl chloride that converted into the tertiary butyl carbocation in presence of polar solvent. See what happens when an alkyl halide like tertiary butyl chloride is dissolved in a polar solvent. The bond between carbon and chlorine, the bond between carbon and chlorine breaks. The chlorine takes both the electrons because it's more electronegativity. I already says that the halogen atom carries both the electrons. So the chlorine atoms carries both electrons itself. As a result, the carbon becomes positively charged and forms the carbocation. This process is called as the heterolysis or heterolytic cleavage. Understand? First method, heterolysis of alkyl halide. When the tertiary butyl chloride that dissolved in a polar solvent, the bond between the carbon and chlorine that breaks and the chlorine atom carries both the electrons and carbocations are formed. This process is called heterolysis or heterolytic cleavage. Then second method, protonation of alkene. The reaction include alkene react with the proton, then that will be converted into the ethyl carbocation. When an alkene react with a proton, one of the double bonds electrons is used to form a new bond with the hydrogen. One of the double bond electrons is used to form a new bond with hydrogen, and other carbon of the double bond is left with the positive charge and forming an ethyl carbocation. Okay, second method, understand? Then third one is the protonation followed by dehydration of alcohol. In that the reaction include alcohol undergo protonation. In the acidic medium, the alcohol gets protonated. This converts the OH into the OH twice plus. okay, which is good leaving group. When the water leaves the carbon becomes positively charged and forming a carbocation. That is, ethyl carbocation is the formed. So these are the formation of the carbocation. So I hope this was easy to understand. In the next video, we will study stability of the carbocations. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share the video for more pharmacy lectures. Thank you.